Let's talk about proper bending technique. Now, first of all, it's really important to understand how to bring the hand to the neck to begin to bend. What we don't do is we don't bring the hand to the neck in the same way that we do for the walking exercises or for acoustic type of playing. We don't come like this and just start pushing with the fingers, which is what a lot of people do when they do their bend. What we want to do is we want to come to the neck like this, with the thumb over the top of the neck and the base of the index finger here touching, so we're cradling the neck like this. And from that, keeping those 2 points of contact, we now bring the first finger to, well, in this case the third string, and then we're going to bring the others so that they're in this slanted position in relation to the strings. That's the position for bending. So not this, but this. Now let's talk about how we actually bring the force to the string, because that's extremely important. It's not with the finger pushing, as I said. What is going to happen is that the motion is going to come from forearm rotation like this, like you would use in turning a dial. That action is going to be, the force of that action is going to be transferred to the strings through the finger remaining rigid. So the finger stays rigid and pushes the string like that. The thumb, meanwhile, is pushing down, opposing the upward force of the fingers. Make sure your thumb doesn't just sit there passively while the fingers are working. A lot of people do that. Now, in the beginning, your fingers are going to be weak. And what is going to happen is that as the pressure increases from the strings, it's going to start to push the fingers and make them collapse like that. Okay, the string is going to push, the finger is going to do that. At that point, you're also going to see that the wrist is going to come up like that. And that's a real tip-off that things are going badly. What you're going to do about it is this. You're going to get into the position and just apply a little bit of force to the string, right up until the point where the collapse begins to happen, and then you're going to back off before you start to lose the form. You don't want to lose the form. That's very primary. So just a little push and then back, and a little push, and as soon as you feel that it's starting to collapse and the wrist is starting to come up, you back off. Now you're going to do that up and down the neck. You don't even have to actually pick the string. And just push and just gain that strength with the finger. You can even do some of this pushing like this. You can even do it away from the guitar, just pushing against your extended fingers and resisting that force, because those are the muscles that hold the fingers rigid. They're not actually bending the strings, but they're holding the finger rigid on the string while the forearm is powering the bend. And that is what you need to know to do bends properly.